What's going on, y'all? So Plains of Eidolon is out on console, and I wanted to give you guys a quick little rundown on how to get started in here so you don't waste a lot of unnecessary time. So you're gonna spawn into this like Mexican meat market, and I don't mean that racistly. I mean, which I know some people are already gonna get mad. I lived in Mexico for a long time, and this reminds me of a Mexican meat market. So you go up to this lady, and apparently they're killing some crazy old animals over here. And you want to get this fishing rod. Now you're gonna have to get a little bit of standing first. I'll get into how to get that in just a few. But as soon as you have enough standing for a fishing rod or a spear, I should say, dude, look at those things, dude. Those are not edible. This is unsanitary. Straight Tijuana right here. Next, you want to go over to this guy who has the rocks and stuff, and make sure you get this little rock extracting device. In case you run across one of these while you're out, on the plains, you want to make sure that you can get this stuff out. This is going to save you time, so you don't have to go out and start farming for this stuff and not be able to find it when you pass like 30 of them while you are running bounties. So now that we've seen the fishing rods as well as the gem extractors, we're going to wander aimlessly around this market until we bump into something else. Well, hopefully you will not do what I did for quite a long time. But you do have the little mini-map up in the top corner, which I recommend you use. I got lost for a few seconds. I quickly regained my superior sense of direction, which I do claim to possess. But it took me a second, and you can see they sell pots and little knickknacks. They don't really sell all those, but these masks are kind of cool. They go on your operator and give you a little extra juice. And who doesn't love a little bit of juicy? Okay. So right here on my left is going to be the weapons guy. Now, the weapons, I can see how it could be confusing for some people here in the beginning, because it doesn't really tell you what to do. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna go into view as wares, and then you're gonna buy each individual thing. Like it's gonna be a handle or a blade or something like that. You're gonna return to your ship. So out in outer space, go to your ship by hitting start, and then you craft these items, whichever ones it is that you want to go. So you want to go for speed. If you want to look up specific builds, I'll be bringing videos out for better builds and stuff for specific weapons. This is just a basic walkthrough. Anyways, after you have selected like a handle, a counterweight, a blade, so on and so forth, go to your ship, you craft them. When they're done, you come back here after you've claimed them, you open up each slot, and then you can select the handle you want, the blade you want from each slot. Once you have all three equipped, he will then craft that specific weapon for you. Another cool feature here is you can upgrade the weapon with him. You can have your name imprinted on it, and it looks like some ancient Arabic or something. I'm not sure. But either way, that's like a really cool feature. So most importantly is going to be who you get the bounties from. Well, not most importantly, but you can't get any standing to even buy any of this stuff without getting your bounties. So right by the door that exits out to the plane, you're going to see this bald dude who looks like he can see the future or something. I don't know. He's a little bit creepy. Looks like Gollum, maybe. Human form. You go in. You work. So go holler at him. He's probably going to show you some pictures of his family. He's a sentimental guy. I don't know what his deal is. I personally wouldn't be showing strangers photographs of my family. But look at this guy. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call you out on this, bro. I think you drew that picture. That looks like a drawing to me. I do not think that was taken with like a Kodak or a Canon or even an iPhone for that matter. That looks like a drawing. I think you're lying to me, Brohim. Anyways, you run up to the doors here, you'll wait a minute because it does take a little bit of time, about as long as it would take for your ship to fly in. The door will finally open, you'll finish your mission, it'll pop up wherever, and you will be returned, as I just did. I didn't really return, but I made it look like I did. Anyways, you come back in, you go visit the dude. The rewards are, depending on what you're doing. The standing is pretty good that you're getting for these bounties, though. So it's not really about getting the credits and the resources so much as it is about the standing. That's really why you're doing these bounties, to level up the standing. Look at that. Look at those sexy shoulder plates, dude. That's my girl Mesa. if you guys have her, I would highly recommend her for the planes. Very effective, Shatter Shield, and then our 4th, which kills everyone without having to aim. Okay, so as soon as you have the chance to level up with this guy, I would do that immediately. Old Baldy over here will hook you up with higher level gear, better fishing poles or fishing spears, better resource extractors can be bought from the other vendors. It's all about the standing you have with this hombre. You know, he's like basically running this market. This dude's like the cartel of Eidolon over here, dude, with the stick and his bald head and his creepy eyes. He wants you to look, you know, like he's innocent, like he's like some kind of a wizard, but you know, he's not. Another important thing, you all, I really thought that these little dudes were annoying, and in the beginning I just did not know how to kill them, so I figured it was worth throwing in this video that you do have to switch into your operator form, so you can shotgun them, shoot them, whatever you want to do to get them into their void form or whatever it is. So as you can see, I kind of killed him. Now he switched over to this ghost type form, and then you switch to your operator, and then you can blast him with any of your operator abilities. Now you do have, it's going to be hard if you're just starting out in the game, because to know what I'm talking about, so you do need to have a little bit of knowledge. This is mainly a Eidolon beginner's guide. If you do have any questions though, for sure leave them in the comments and I will help you out. I'll even help you like run through some of these missions if you need help leveling up your operator, etc, etc. And apparently this is the Tenno poop fountain, which I thought was hilarious. Just looks like he has explosive diarrhea there. Anyways, guys, and also a really important thing, right here, getting out of Eidolon was so confusing to me in the beginning. So make sure you can see that tower in the background, and this door will line up directly with the front of that, depending on the angle you're coming from. So you can see on the map that little like area. You can see my little white guy there, and there's that little bluish area. It's hard to see here, but that's essentially the door you're going to go into, and it's blocked around the edges, so you have to come up towards the center of the map a little bit to get back down if you can't go sideways to get to it. So just remember that whenever you leave, be sure you look at your map to see where you're located, so you know what that landmark actually looks like. It's going to really save you some time. It took me like 40 minutes to find the exit the first time, and I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh look, you can't even find the exit to Eidolon, why are we watching this video? Okay guys, let's get serious. It was hard to find, okay? It was hard to find. Anyways, remember that every time you finish your bounties, there will be little side missions that can pop up that you can complete too to get a little more faction rep. But pretty much after the bounty, you want to turn that in because these do reset.
I give you
so I think you have around 2 hours before all the bounties are going to reset and give you some new ones, which is good, so it keeps you able to keep on getting rep over and over and over. And right here I finally reached the potential to level up to the next Outworlder, I believe it was called. And be sure that you do that, just to reiterate that point, be sure you do that right off the bat, because all of that faction reputation that you're earning along the way is just going to be discarded. It's not going to go up past 5,000. So be sure, because I actually went up to like 7,000, I believe, before I actually moved up the rank. I was just out there like messing around for so long, I got kind of carried away. So be sure you're going back in and either purchasing items to use that faction rep, or leveling up with this faction to be able to get better gear. So guys, overall I would say Eidolon is a pretty amazing achievement. Whether you're just sitting with your Tenno meditating on the shorelines here in the marketplace, or you're out there exploring caves, blowing up Grenier, shooting down giant spacecraft out of the sky, it's just an overall awesome experience where you can fish, you can grind out materials in a whole new fun and interesting way. So if you really like this game, I recommend you vote for it for the best ongoing game. I'm not like supported by DE or anything. I just think that they have done something where Bungie, when they dropped Destiny 2, they gave the fans something they just were really let down by, where Bungie is still really trying to give their players an awesome experience, a new experience all the time, and that is something most developers have just forgotten about. And to show our appreciation, I'm definitely giving them a vote. If you feel the same way, I would recommend you do. Anyways guys, love you all, I'll see you soon. Peace.